If you ever ask yourself, how does a short sale work? You come to the right place, although the answer may be not what you expected. Hi, I'm Dohn Thornton. I'm known as the short sale guy. I've been a real estate investor. I've been doing short sales for almost 20 years. I've helped well over 1,500 homeowners do short sales to get themselves out from a home where they owe more than what it's worth and they can't keep up the payments anymore. So in this video, I'm going to tell you um, how the short sale works, how to get it listed, how to find a buyer, how to get a contract and get an appraisal done. And unfortunately, have to do a value dispute. And then finally, the third stage is the approval letter and closing it. So the first thing you have to do when you're going to do a short sale is you're going to list the property. The banks want the property to be listed, and they want the real estate agent to make a good faith effort to get as high as a price as they can. So this is really where most real estate agents mess up, because you have to walk a fine line. It's like walking a tightrope, because if you list it too high, then that could really negatively influence the appraiser that the bank's going to order, because they may say, well, okay, it's risk at this price. So that appraiser may come in too high. And then also, conversely, if you list it too low, then that's going to negatively affect the bank's going to say, wait a minute, you started off way too low. We probably could have gotten it higher. So you really have to thread the needle on how to do that. And because we've been doing this for almost 20 years, we really know how to do that well. So that's something you have to worry about if you're in a short sale. So if you're in a position where you need a short sale, we'll do that really well for you. Okay. And then, that you need to make sure that it's obviously shown, and make sure you keep great records of that, because you're going to have to use that to justify whatever, lower price you need to get from the bank. So eventually you're going to have a buyer that is good. And the thing about buyers is, you're going to, especially when it's a pre-foreclosure situation, I mean, low ball buyers are come out of the woodwork, and they're going to throw low ball offers to you all the time. And as an agent, you have to submit them to the homeowner, but you have to educate the homeowner, make sure they understand why, just putting the property under contract is not necessarily anything, because if it's incomplete, and if it's not even close to being a good offer, then it's going to get rejected, and you just lose time. And if you're in a foreclosure state where the clock is ticking, that's a bad thing to do. So we want to make sure you avoid that, and you can avoid that by going with a company like ours, which is professional and has done this for so long that we know how to do this, and you don't have to worry about that. I'd love to hear your opinion about what you think about this video and what we're talking about, because I love to engage with people. So go down below and leave a comment and let me know what you think. Or if you have any questions, please, I'll answer any questions and whatever you need. I love to talk with people who watch my videos. Now, the second stage is okay. So you've got a buyer, and you've got the contract. You have all the documents that the bank requires, the short sale packet, everything has been submitted to the bank, and they order an appraisal. Now, it can either be a appraisal or a BPO, or both. Now, a BPO is what they call a broker's price opinion, where it's kind of like a poor man's appraisal, where they hire a local real estate agent to go in and take 8 pictures, look at the comps in the area, and decide, about what's sold recently, compare it with square footage and condition and so on and so forth. And then the realtor gives his or her opinion, and the bank can go off of that, or they'll do an appraisal, but they'll do a full-blown appraisal on it. And that happens with FHA or VA loans and USDA. It's going to be an appraisal. There's no other way about it. Sometimes the commercial banks, they're non-government insured. They will do a BPO just to save money. But the government insured loans, USDA, FHA, VA, they're going to do an appraisal. There's nothing you can do about that. And this is really where the second part of this process really takes a turn. And this is where you really need to work with a good company like us, because it's going to come in high. I'm telling you, no matter what happens, the house could be falling down, rafters streaming on you as you come in the house, it's still going to come in way too high. That's just the way it is. All right. There's no rule about it, but the appraisers and the agents, they kind of know that if they come in low too much, then they're going to stop getting the orders from the mortgage company. So it's not, they don't come out and say it, but wink wink, nudge nudge, they know where their bread is buttered. So you have to do a value dispute. And boy, oh boy, this is where we are really good at that, because it's more than just sending some comps out or sending some contractor estimates. I mean, we go all out. I mean, I would say probably, conservatively speaking, we send reports, multiple reports that, 100 pages. We know so well what they need and how to present to get them to approve it, that we're so good. We hardly ever miss on these things. So I would love it. Just change the subject here a little bit. I'd love it if you go down right now and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, because I would love for you to subscribe. I am really trying to give you all the value that I've been able to acquire over almost 20 years of doing the business. And I'd love to, if you feel like it has value, subscribe and support me in this. Okay. The last stage of the short sale process is where the bank and the buyer come to an agreement. They've usually, you reach a happy medium, but they say, okay, we're good to go. And the bank is good to go. And they issue a short sale approval letter. And then that letter will allow the property to be closed within either 30, sometimes up to 90 days in advance. And then you just have to go in and close it like a normal closing. The only difference is that obviously that the bank is going to take a short, like a short sale. They're going to take a short payoff or an incomplete payoff, and they're going to write everything off. And then the approval letter is going to have all the terms that the bank is going to give the homeowner. So as I always recommend to my clients, my homeowner clients, take it to an attorney just for peace of mind. $100, $150 if you have it, or if you have a friend, go, that way you can feel confident that you're not being screwed over, because you have plenty of time to back out if you feel for whatever reason that the terms in the approval letter are not satisfactory for you, but really they are. It's going to show who the price is, who the buyer is. It can't be assigned that they're going to wait. They're going to what's what I'm looking for. They're going to write off any difference than any leftover amount that's not paid off at the closing. And then they always say you're going to get a 1099 for whatever the unpaid balance is. And they're going to say that could have tax ramifications. And then all of that stuff is in there. And then closing is just the same as when you bought the house, except you're the seller this time. And that's really it. So what I want you to do, if you're a homeowner and you're looking at this and you're contemplating whether to do a short sale and you're wondering what company should you use, please go down to the description of the video and you'll see my link. Go in there and click on it and reach out to me, and I can tell you, I can answer all of your questions. Trust me, in 20 years, I've heard everything. I know everything about short sales. There's no question I can't answer. And I think you'll feel confident and plus I have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau since 2004. So I don't think you're going to find anybody better. No matter where you are in the country, we can get this done for you. And if you're an investor, or if you are a real estate agent and you would like to get into business with this or make money on the short sale side, we joint venture with people. We work with real estate agents. So also in the description, there's a link for you to contact us. We'd love to have you. And I want to thank you again for watching my video, and I look forward to seeing you the next time. Thanks.